Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 23. So, it's been a minute, as I mentioned in my last two videos, that I recorded them both at the same time and then took like a few weeks off from recording, but I think I pretty much remember majority of what has happened. Eren is on his warpath to go destroy the world. I like the line from Jean saying, like, the world picked a fight and lost kind of thing, where it's like, I don't agree with Eren's plan, but Jean kind of had a point there. We talked about feeding uh what's it called? Feeding who were we feeding? Shit. I'm sure I'll remember, but feeding someone to Connie's mom, uh so that way Connie's mom could be back. But yeah, but it was a debate between Connie's mom or it was. I thought he already did it though. I was gonna say or Falco, right? They're trying to like win the trust of the enemy by giving it to Falco or something like that. Anyway, regardless, yeah, so there was Gabby development, which was huge too, of her, kind of realizing that it's just war with people fighting each other, like people fighting other people. There's no devils and stuff. I loved her development. So been loving that. There is one thing I want to say real quick here. I know I've already kind of talked a little too much, but just in case it's revealed this episode, the owl talking about saving Mikasa and Armin. This is something I thought about. I don't remember if I said it in the past two discussions or if it was something I thought like right after the discussions ended. I can't quite remember, but I was thinking about that line from him saying like back in like talking to Grisha saying like Mikasa and Armin must be saved. I wonder if the owl saw more of the future than Grisha did. Grisha thinks his son is going to go on to do terrible things, because maybe he's only seen like up to this point and he's just assuming that he will be successful, right? But I wonder if Owl either saw it differently or saw more and knows that Armin and Mikasa are the key to stopping Eren from this path, and that's why he gave, like, if he knew that Eren was going to do what he was going to, or Eren was going to do what he was going to do, would he have really given it to Grisha? But maybe he knows that Mikasa and Armin are going to stop it, so it's okay to give it to him, you know? So, either way, yeah. So, that was just kind of like a thought I had. I could probably go into more detail, but I don't want to talk for 5 minutes here. Alright, guys, we're going to get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Trost District, alright. Saving whoever we can. Hmm. Unfortunately, a good conflict has reasonable understanding on both sides. I get both sides. Gotta be careful about that, though, too. Oh, Annie. Damn. Is it water? Or is it blood? I can't tell if it's red or if it's just wet. Okay. It's water. Jeez. No shit. What if she'll recognize? Yeah, she does. Uh-oh. Damn. Guess it makes sense to hurt yourself before if you can do that. We know you can. We know they can do that. Ah, rumbling, rumbling. I was talking to my cousin about Attack on Titan. We've both seen to almost the same point. Like, I think he saw this opening the first time, and then he hasn't watched since. Um, so I'm a little ahead of him at this point, uh, but he was saying how this is like his favorite song, like not his favorite song, but his favorite like opening out of all of them, and he's been waiting, like he heard it before seeing the show, and he's been waiting to hear it, and he didn't realize how long he had to wait. He just kept watching, like, when am I gonna hear that damn song? It is a good song, I will say. Oh wow. I didn't know what I was looking at first, but the zoom in on Aaron's eye is his like big crazy Titan form. Damn. I would be asking what has happened. Oh wow. Damn. Armin talked to her. Sounds pretty torturous. Okay, that's why she's not asking. That was a confusing sentence. Wow. Hmm. Interesting. Oh wow, okay. Uh is this the guy that uh nefariously or like I mean I oh, yep, okay, never mind. Yep. Well, so not great. Just beat his ass. Wasn't there wasn't there an older damn. I don't need to hear your story. Like an adorable little like outfit for someone who is prepared to just go around and murder anyone. Hmm. So he changed. I don't forgive him for the shit, just abuse a child and regret it later. Hmm. Oh. Guy looks a little similar to him, maybe. And just a parent caring for a child, too. Damn. I like how the mid cards are just like recaps now. Uh, okay, that's how they know. They all had the vision, too. Guess that answered the question. What? What? Yeah, this is the. I was gonna say, he is the guy, right? Oh shit. Well, you already. Shit. Freaking Jaegers. Damn. Let him. Let him beat his ass, or so he says. Hmm. Yo. Damn. Do what you gotta do. Hmm. We haven't seen them in a while. Uh. Well, I think we might have found what she can do. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Damn. What if it's Armin saving Falco, winning trust with Marlians, and Mikasa stopping Eren? Maybe they both go and do different, very important things for the world, rather than both of them going to do the same thing. Alright. Was that the gunshot they heard earlier? Hmm. Did he? Hmm. Damn. Jesus. Man. I never liked this guy, but I tried to get on his side. But damn. Man, it makes you miss Pixis. Mikasa needs to fuck this guy up. I mean, I guess there are other soldiers, like, right there, right? Well, that's kind of rude. Huh. Yeah, credits rolling through the... Hmm. Yeah. What would a soldier do in this situation? He doesn't even know he has a Titan power, does he? Hmm. Shit. Well, I got bad news for you, Falco. It just keeps going. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Hanji. Oh, that was creepy. Wow, yeah, he's alive. Ah, they wanted to show us it at the very end. That is it, guys, for episode 23. Alright, yeah, I mean, honestly, I knew he was alive. You don't have characters, like, jump into a river to escape. Like, if Hanji's a realist, right, she wouldn't carry his corpse just because, like, oh, his corpse should go back to his family or whatever, you know? Like, she wouldn't do, not that he has any family really anyway, but she wouldn't do that, right? Like, she would ditch his corpse if he was dead. So I pretty much, I mean, I think I said it in that episode, she wouldn't have jumped in the river with the body. Now, really interesting, why did Flock say that she was killed by Zeke? Like, I understand him thinking, I understand him thinking that Levi was killed by Zeke because Levi was that, like, she was convincing them that he was dead before she jumped in the river, right? And even though that he didn't confirm it, maybe he was just like, all right, yeah, he's probably dead. But why say that Hanji is too? Was he just lying because he didn't want to say she's still out there? Just wants to, like, not give them any hope of someone else, like, coming and doing something, you know? Like, just doesn't want to give information to the enemy. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the only thing I can think of that makes sense, right? So, either way, we had a whole bunch of Annie stuff in the beginning that was good. I've always wanted to know a little more about Annie, and she's always been kind of this loose thread in the basement, but now she's awake and, like, the little bits we have learned about her over time, like, it did seem like she did start to care about people, like, hell, I mean, she was very resistant on the whole Marco thing. When we had that flashback, she didn't want to do that. So sometimes she does, like, when she gave up, when she was saying, like, oh, I just didn't care about anyone and I'd crush anything, it's like, oh yeah, that sounds like the Annie we know. But then, like, when she said the flip, I was like, oh yeah, I guess her actually caring is kind of the Annie we know as well, you know? So it was like, it was a really interesting thing going on in my head where initially I was like, ah, yes, the cold, ruthless killer. That's the Annie we know. But, but yeah, she's just, at this point, she's just trying to make it home. She's just like, fuck the mission, fuck the world, fuck whatever. I just want to get home and, like, keep that promise to my dad, you know? So, but, but yeah, she could also hear everything. I was really wondering why she wasn't, like, what's going on? Like, what, like, how many years has it been? What has happened in everything when she woke up? Although there's a small part of me that feels a little disappointed because, like, I feel like that could have been, like, granted it would have been maybe a little too recappy, you know, but I feel like it would have been, I sometimes like when people, like, are out of touch for a while and then they get told all the things that they missed, you know, like someone being in, like, a coma for a bunch of years, like, since the 90s, and they wake up and they see, like, now technology and stuff like that. It could have been, like, a similar situation to that, and I sometimes like those stories, but I could see where people would get angry with something like that because they feel like it's a little too recappy and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. But personally, I think I would have preferred it if what a Hutch? Is that what her name is? Had to like go through and give her a quick rundown on what's happened all these years and just kind of see Annie's reaction to it. But I guess for expediency of the story, it makes more sense to just have her know it all already, pretty much. Um, but yeah, so I wondered if it was only the people on the island that had the dream. It was not. It was everyone. So um, the other people that are like the Eldians that are in Marley all across the world, they all had that vision. So that is good to know, and they're trying to, all the ones that are like loyal because they're all still brainwashed over there, just like Gabby and Falco were, although Falco was always a little more open-minded, but either way, they're trying to warn them. Makes sense, but with how they've all been raised in that internment camp and everything, but they don't believe it. And then they fought back, and we heard a gunshot, and we don't know. I don't know what happened. Is Annie gonna make it home, and he's just gonna be dead, or did they, kind of rise up? And granted, it's kind of funny. They're rising up just to try to warn them, right? It's not like they're not trying to rise up and take over Marley. They're trying to rise up just to get outside the gate and tell people what's coming, so they can, either be prepared or evacuate. Or something, but yeah. I do wonder with the interesting thing with the Flash, with the Connie stuff at the end there, I feel like that was starting to hint at Connie's like change, right? There was something in like the demeanor he had, and then he did continue to just be like, "Yes, I'm a soldier now, and I can come save you, Mom." And like I get that and everything, but I do feel like there's gonna be that little bit of like, I'm a soldier, and like she was like, his mom was like proud of that, and it's like, should you really do, use this thing for personal gain, or try to use it to help the world and stuff like that. So I think we've already seen the Connie turn point, but we'll have to continue watching to see if what happens. I mean, let's be real, for the sake of the story, I really don't think Falco's going to be fed to his mom. Just because, like, no offense, not to metagame the story a little bit, but she's, like, not an important enough character that I think Falco is going to die for her, But I think it's just going to be another point of drama where we're going to have, Armin catch up and have to talk Connie out of this. Or maybe Connie comes to the conclusion that he's not going to do it right away, like, by himself before Armin even gets there, and Armin's like, I came here to stop you, and Connie's like, yeah, I already stopped, and Armin's like, oh, okay, but we'll have to see. But anyway, I hated those guards. I know I'm flopping all over the place here, but the Marleyan guards who were like, the guy was like, if you call up like all the other camps all around the world and they're all saying the same thing, do you really think we could have conspired to do that? And the guard's like, I think you're confessing to a conspiracy. Yeah, I think that's exactly what you did. You managed to communicate with every other camp in the entire world. Yeah, that makes sense. You just confessed. So we should just like shoot you all now. It's like, huh? But I mean, I guess, not everyone, even the Marleyans, not everyone is raised with the best education in these worlds, I suppose. But anyway, good episode. I'm looking forward to more. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.